seductive, graphically sensual. They will assault your senses. They are incorporated. They will bend your mind, shatter your sanity, and seal your fate. Lethal Ladies Inc. Try us on for size. We will take your breath away.
Stacks of drinks, trays and more. We have what you're craving. Your hunger is on the bring, on the bring. Devilish deserts, main course galore. Your monster is waiting, he won't be ignored. Movie Munchies, take a bite. Movie Munchies, take a bite. Eagles take a bite, main course galore. Your monster is waiting, it won't be ignored. Movie Munchies, take a bite. Movie Munchies, take a bite.
Okay, one second, folks. There we go. Um, this whole thing with StreamYard changing that has really messed me up. But hey, all you ghoulish gourmets, and welcome to yet another movie Munchies. And I'm actually going to change my font here because that's just me being me. All right. So, hopefully, you guys and gals will be able to hear and see me properly. My hair is kind of wild, so please, excuse that. Um, I don't like this camera angle, but it is what it is, and I'm using my tablet. So hopefully, you guys and gals are looking at the food and not looking at me. But today, we are going to be making Scooby and Shaggy's Colossal Sandwich paired with Velma's Jinkies Lemonade, also known as Lost My Glasses Lemonade. Um, and I've got all my stuff prepared and ready to go because I've learned a little bit over time of doing these movie munchies that it's best to have things pretty much laid out. But I'm going to go over the ingredients for each one of these things with you guys and gals before we get started. So, what do we need to make the Scooby and Shaggy Colossal Sandwich? And also, by the way, as I said before, this is a recipe that the whole family can get in on. The kids, the grandkids, whoever can help you make this colossal sandwich and Jinkies lemonade. Okay. Um, some of my other ones are a little bit more gory, a little bit more in depth. This one's easier. This is kind of a quick and dirty movie munchies, and but don't have dirty hands when you're doing this. Right? Make sure the kids have clean hands if they're helping you. And make sure they don't have all grubby hands before they start touching all this stuff. So, first of all, what is all the stuff that we need? So, we need a 1 ounce bag of plain potato chips. Okay. So I just picked Lay's. You could do, Ruffles, or you could do the off brand. You just need a 1 ounce bag of plain potato chips. If you're not a Lay's fan and you want to pick, you know, another type of plain potato chip, you go for it. Even if you want to spice it up and try barbecued ones or something on there, who am I to say take this, make this your own, right? Okay. So we need that. We also need a fourth of a cup of cream cheese softened. Can't talk today. Softened, and a tablespoon of honey mustard. Okay. So I just used. Hold on just a second here. I just used Kroger brand. I should have put this where I could grab it easier. Kind of hard to grab it over top of my and without knocking stuff over. See, this is part of me not preparing correctly. Okay. So I just got, an 8-ounce package of Kroger cream cheese. If you like Philadelphia cream cheese better and don't mind paying the higher price for it, then you go right ahead. But, I used the Kroger brand. Now, you're only using a fourth of a cup. So hopefully you'll either be making more of these sandwiches or you've got something else you can use the rest of that cream cheese for because we don't want stuff to go to waste, right? And so I already had some honey mustard dipping sauce that I had gotten for Steve to use with something else. So I said, why buy more? We've already got some honey mustard, right? So this is Ray's, no sugar added honey mustard. Use whatever honey mustard that you would like. And you're going to be mixing those two things together. And I have already mixed up, and I'm going to attempt to bring up the haunted food cam here. Just 1 second here. All right. So you can see I've got my bread laid out there, but this is the mixture of the honey mustard and the cream cheese. Okay. That's what it looks like. So I'm going to set that back over here. Um, also, I'm going to make myself the solo layout again. So we also need 4 slices of sandwich bread, which I should have left on a food cam up. Okay. So as you can see here, I've got my 4 slices of sandwich bread. You can use any kind of sandwich bread you want. Now, I have my favorite type of sandwich bread, which you guys and gals may have a different kind. But this is what I use. This is Sara Lee's Artisano bakery bread. Okay. I like it because it's thick and it makes good sandwiches. It also makes good, French toast. And I want them for breakfast. Okay. Choose whatever sandwich bread you'd like. I just don't like to use thin sandwich bread because, especially when you're making a colossal sandwich like this, you want something a little bulkier, a little more sturdy. Okay. We also need 6 slices. They say deli ham. I'm not as big of a ham fan as I am a turkey fan. So, as you can see on my plate here, I have 6 slices of deli turkey to make my sandwich. But you use whatever, meat that you want. You can use ham, you can use turkey, you could use salami, you could do whatever you want. Remember, make these your own. Okay. Um, what else do we need? We need um, 3 slices of cheddar cheese, which you can see I've got my cheddar cheese all laid out there. And I will show you that again, I went with the store brand. This is Kroger medium cheddar cheese slices. Um, Now you use whatever type of cheese you want. You don't even have to use cheddar. If you're not a cheddar fan, again, make this your own. Put Swiss on it, put Gouda on it, put provolone on it, put whatever you want on it. Mix and match a little bit. But now that I've shown y'all that, I'm going to actually put that back in the refrigerator so it stays cold. Okay. We also need 3 leaves of lettuce, which let's bring the, well, we've already got it up there. So this is romaine lettuce. because I like I like the taste of romaine lettuce better than I do iceberg lettuce, and also it looks prettier on the sandwiches. I know that might not matter to a lot of people, but it matters to me. Presentation is part of this, especially when I'm doing maybe munchies. And it started thundering, folks. So hopefully I'll be able to stay on the air through this. Um, and my dogs won't get too upset. I was afraid that this was going to happen because it was getting cloudy before I went to do this. So I've got my 3 leaves of lettuce here. Also need 3 slices of tomato, which you can see on the haunted food camp. I have 3 slices of tomato that I've already sliced, got them ready to go. Right. And you can get any kind of tomatoes you want. I just picked a tomato that looked good to me when I was getting this stuff together. All right, and we need 6 dill pickle slices. Okay, so you can see that I have already cut my pickle spears, my dill pickle spears lengthwise. There you go. And you'll notice that I have a grape tomato and a small dill pickle spear. And that's to put on top of my sandwich because they had it in the picture in the cookbook. Okay. So, and by the way, these recipes are taken from the Scooby Doo cookbook. Okay. And so I used this out here because we're going to be using that here in just a second. And I chose Mount Olive kosher baby deals for this because I knew I was going to be making a sandwich, so I didn't want to get gigantic dill pickles. Okay, but you pick any kind of dill pickles you want, or if you're not a fan of dill, you know, um, pick whatever's your favorite, right? So I'm going to temporarily make myself the solo layout again. Also, for the grape tomatoes, I just got the store brand. And don't do like I did. I was getting these out of the refrigerator earlier, and the whole container fell out on the floor. And guess what? And Darcy massacred a couple of my grape tomatoes. But I'm going to put these back in there, even though it says don't refrigerate them. You know, I tend to keep stuff like that in the refrigerator, but y'all do whatever, floats your boat, right? I'm also going to put the honey mustard up. Because we need to keep that stuff cold. I'm also going to put my cream cheese up as well. What I always said about my mom saying it will help you immensely when you're cooking if you put stuff away and kind of clean up as you go along, right? All right. So I think I've showed you everything for the sandwich. So we are going to bring up the haunted food cam, and I am going to make it the solo layout so that you guys can see this. So what are we going to do first? We are going to gently crush our potato chips, which I have already done inside the bag. Okay, you can see that hopefully there that I've crushed those up. Not tiny, tiny, but pretty small. Okay. And then once you crush them, you can open your bag and have it there at the ready. Okay. And then, of course, you combine your cream cheese and your honey mustard in a small bowl. Stir it until smooth. I have shown you that. Um, and we've got that set aside, and we've also got that at the ready. Okay. Now we're going to spread our cream cheese mixture onto one side of each slice of bread. Okay. So we are, just do this. You can see where my cream cheese is kind of showing up to there, so that probably just means I didn't mix it real good, right? So we're gonna, and also I noticed that my cream cheese stayed kind of lumpy. And no, it's not spoiled or anything, folks. Um, but maybe I needed to soften it or let it soften out on the countertop a little bit longer because it had been in the refrigerator, right? When I told Steve that, I was going to be mixing honey mustard and cream cheese, that's when that turned him off of this. Oops, I dribbled some on my lettuce slice here. Um, he was like, no, I don't want any, right? Um, so unless y'all um, think that honey mustard and cream cheese don't sound too appetizing together, hey, guys, gals, don't knock it till you try it, okay? Honestly, I didn't think it sounded too good when I first heard that item. But that was before I tasted it, right? So that's why I say don't knock it until you try it, right? Although you may want to get it a little more smooth than I did, right? I hear it starting to rain out there. I'm just going to put a little bit more on some of my slices here. Make it good, okay, folks? Don't want to waste, right? Definitely don't want to waste. When you were growing up, didn't your mom tell you there were places where people were starving and to make sure you ate all your food, right? So definitely don't want to waste. All right. Now we're going to top only three of our bread slices with a sprinkle of potato chips. Okay. So we're going to take our potato chips here. We're just going to sprinkle a few of them on only three of the bread slices. Oops. I don't want to use that one because there may have been some that went on the floor there. You guys and gals know I'm messy, right? And you can spread these out so you use again, we don't want to waste, right? Some of you may be thinking, potato chips on your sandwich? Yeah, but who doesn't eat potato chips a lot of times with your sandwich? So what's the harm? I'm actually putting them on the sandwich, right? And again, make sure you have clean hands when you're doing this, right? Just trying to use the maximum amount of potato chips on here. Now the sun's coming back out. I know y'all can't see that, but it is. Okay. So now that we got that spread on three of the slices of bread, um, we're going to put two slices of ham, turkey, whatever you are using, on three of the. So I'm just going to kind of like fold mine in half so it's a little bit neater, but y'all do, you, right? We're going to put two slices on these three pieces of bread that we put the potato chips on. Okay. Isn't that lovely? All right. So next, we're going to put 1 slice of cheese. Okay, we're just going to lay our cheese slice on there. See, this is all easy. That's why I say this one, you can get the whole family in on if you want to. A piece of lettuce. So I'm going to kind of break part of this off so it fits on there real nice. Break part of the stem off, right, folks? And you can see where I got some. I'm going to break a little more of that off. We don't want to waste, but we also don't want too much sticking off the side of our sandwich, right? So, all right. We'll get rid of that. All right. And we're going to put a slice of tomato on each one of these, right? I know one of 'em, I cut things kind of thick, so you may want to cut yours a little bit thinner, right? And 2 dill pickle slices on each one of these here. If we can flatten it out a little bit. This might be a balancing act, folks. Maybe if I lay them like that, maybe that's a good thing to do. See, there we go. It might not look quite as pretty, but they're going to lay on there a little bit better. Okay. All right. Now, we're going to stack the 3 bread slices on top of each other, and then we're going to set the 4th slice of bread on top, cream cheese side down. Okay. So here we go, folks. This, be very careful when you're assembling your sandwich here. Kind of try to position it where it doesn't fall over, right? I told you this was a big sandwich, didn't I, folks? All right. Now, you may notice that I have a skewer here, and that's so I can hold my sandwich together, okay? So we're going to put that top piece there. Hopefully it doesn't fall over, right? And I can already see mine sliding here. So, yeah. Just try to get it assembled as well as you can, right? All right, and then we're going to put this on top, just like they had in the picture. And I am going to, all right, there we go. See why you need that skewer? That's going to hold your sandwich together, hopefully. Mine just keeps acting like it wants to fall over. But, all right, so let me. Okay. All right, let's make me the cell layout. Let me see if I can show you that sandwich there. Okay. Doesn't that look absolutely scrumptious? I'm going to enjoy this here in a little bit, right? Um, so I'm going to set this back over. Bring up the haunted food cam again. So y'all can see that sandwich there. I'm not sure why my sandwich is deciding to just keep sliding over, even though I've got the skewer in it. And you can see my tomatoes trying to come off there too. Um, but it's pretty. I think it's pretty. Anyway, okay. So let's set some of our stuff over to the side here. So what do we want to have? What do we want to have with um our colossal sandwich? Well, it's getting warm weather, folks. A lot of people like lemonade, right? So we are going to be making some Velma's Jinkies lemonade, also known as Lost My Glasses lemonade. This sounds absolutely delicious. I haven't tried it out, but I will try it on camera for you folks. I'm probably not going to try the sandwich. I know the sandwich is going to be good, folks. I know it's going to be good. Um, but I'm afraid it would be too messy for me to actually try to eat that on camera. So trust me that it's going to be delicious. Okay, folks. Um, so we have, hopefully you guys and gals have a pitcher of some sort so that you can put your lemonade in it, right? And it calls for ice, but I've had all the liquid in the refrigerator. Okay. So mine's going to be pretty cold anyway. Okay. I'm actually going to get a measuring cup out here so we can do this up right. Okay. Got my measuring cup. So what do we need to make this Jinkies lemonade? Okay. Um, me make myself the solo layout. So first of all, we need 3/4 cup of sugar. Or if you're diabetic, like me, or you are on a sugar restricted diet, you can use Splenda sugar blend or your favorite sweetener. Okay. So I've got Splenda in there. We need 4 cups of water. Of course, that's going to come out of my tap. Okay. We need 2/3 cup of lemon juice, which I've got. This is Italia Garden. It's very good lemon juice, but you get any kind of lemon juice that you like. Okay. We need, well, they call for 2 cups of ice. If you want this colder, if the ingredients aren't quite cold enough for you, get some ice out of out of your ice trays and put that in there. Um, and 2/3 cup of orange juice. Now, you can pick any kind of orange juice that you like, but here is what I have found. The Sunny D Tangy Original. Not only is it 100% vitamin C, but this stuff is good in party punch. I know it's going to be good in this lemonade. So that's what I picked. Okay. But if you're not a Sunny D fan and you just want to get regular garden variety orange juice, you go for it. Or if you want to substitute pineapple juice for it, go for it both. I know everybody's not necessarily a orange juice person. Steve's not an orange juice person. He's not a grape juice person either. So there you go. Also, for garnish, we need some maraschino cherries, and I'm a huge cherry fan, and maraschino cherries are my jam. Okay. So I've got my Kroger brand maraschino cherries. You can get the cocktail ones with the stems on them, but it's all a matter of preference. Okay. So you can also make this frozen, folks. So when we get into the dog days of summer and it's really super hot, you want to do this as a frozen treat. You can pour it into popsicle molds, freeze it for 4 hours. Voila. You got, you know, Jinkies lemonade popsicles to hand out to the kids, or you can have them as well. So let's go ahead and let's get started making this lemonade before my sandwich completely topples over, folks. Um, but, anyways, so we need to add sugar and water. We're actually going to be cooking this a little bit, folks. I'd forgotten about that. So let me move some things around here. And I know. It, I don't have a camera over there. I know. I apologize, folks. Um, that you can't necessarily see when I'm doing over here at my stove. Okay, but I'm going to slide this over just a pad so you can kind of see me as I'm over here with this lemonade or the sugar, and so we're going to add sugar and water to a large saucepan. So let me get my saucepan out here, my larger one. Okay. Hopefully nothing will topple out of there. All righty. So these are, and again, Pioneer Woman does not, sponsor my videos or streams or anything in any way. All right. So we are going to get our 3/4 cup of sugar or sweetener if you are on a sugar restricted or low sugar diet. Okay. Pour a little bit of that out there. We'll put that into our saucepan. And also set this over to the side here. And I'm actually going to pause the recording. And you will probably get the behind the recipe segment at this point in time. So we've got 4 cups of water we need to put in here. Howdy, gang, and welcome to another Behind the Recipe. And I'm not sure why that black spot popped up. I think it has something to do with my computer chair. I'm really trying to make this green screen thing as seamless as possible. However, I told Steve my next computer chair is going to have to probably be a solid color and it can't be blue or green to work seamlessly with my green screen. Now, you may be able to see some little blips and stuff that happen in my face. More than likely, that's due to the chair. Because I've got a really good green screen. I'm finally getting to use it like I wanted to use it all along, with the exception of this black shadow you see around me, which is because of my chair, and these little blips. And you may notice a little bit of shading around my body. So hopefully we can get that remedy before long, because I've seen people have really good green screens and they don't have any blips and stuff like that. So this is me in a facsimile living room, coming to you not really live because this is going to be pre-recorded and inserted into the movie Munchies. But I want to welcome you to a slightly altered behind the recipe, where I'm going to be talking about Scooby and Shaggy's Colossal Sandwich and Velma's Jinkies Lemonade, which StreamYard wouldn't let me put all of that. It said, please limit it to 50 characters. So I'm going to give you a little bit of background on these two recipes that I was combining into one movie, Munchies, and also tell you why I picked this. These recipes are taken from, sorry about that. It's got, the green screen is messing with it. There we go. Scooby Doo, the Scooby Doo cookbook. And these are kid friendly recipes. And they're kid friendly recipes for the whole gang, as it says on the front of the book, right? So the actual name of the sandwich recipe is Zoinks. It's like a huge sandwich. And in the book, it says, like Shaggy always says, let's do what we do best, eat. Chowing down is the best and only way to take down this extra large Scooby sized sandwich. And actually, I had to break my sandwich into two parts. I ate one part this afternoon, and we'll be eating another part tomorrow. And I know you're going to be seeing this inserted into the movie Munchies itself after the fact. So you probably think, well, Dana, why are you talking about, you've already made it and stuff? Because I forget sometimes. Sorry, folks. So hopefully you can see that there. Trying. I didn't know this green screen was going to mess with this that much. I think because it's got a blue background. There we go. There you can see it a little bit better. You can see Shaggy there. But that is somewhat what your sandwich is going to look like. Now, I made some alterations to it a little bit. So let's show you the other one, which is probably going to be hard to show because it's got green in it. But this is actually called Lost My Glasses Lemonade. I wanted to spruce it up and call it Velma's Jinkies Lemonade. Man, you're going to see when I talk about this lemonade, I think it's one of the best lemonades I've ever had, really. So I'll definitely be making this one again, probably for the whole summer, periodically. So why did I pick these two recipes? Well, me personally, I've always been a fan of Scooby-Doo ever since I was a kid. And most people you talk to, they're fans of Scooby-Doo as well, even into their adult years. I think my parents still like Scooby-Doo. Okay? Steve likes Scooby-Doo. I mean, some of my t-shirts, the most popular ones, have a, Scooby-Doo kind of theme to them. Okay? So Scooby-Doo is very popular. Scooby-Doo is part of pop culture, past, present, and future, probably. And so I wanted to do something Scooby-Doo related. I bought this cookbook a while back. And this is, like I said, it's the Scooby-Doo cookbook by Katrina Jorgensen. You can pick it up at Amazon. It wasn't too awfully expensive. I think I did give about $12 for it, but for a cookbook, that's not too expensive in my opinion. So I think they still got some on Amazon. If you want to check out the Scooby-Doo cookbook, that's where you need to go. And there's a ton of other recipes that I want to try in here that look extra yummy. I can read off a few of them. There's a Swamp Brownie Cocoa. There's Donut Demon, Mystery Machine Road Trip to Go Cups, Attack Snack, Saturday Morning Cartoon Cakes. Everybody remembers Saturday morning cartoons, right? Marshmallow Man, cereal bars, Toasty Ghosties, Mystery Map Pizza, the gang's mac and cheese volcano, the world's biggest green burrito, um, Shaggy and Scooby's jaw stretcher special. There's a Shaggy shake, um, Scoopy Dooby Doo, Jinkies juice pops. Let's see, Mystery Ink Misty drink. There's some Shaggy's chocolatey carvel corn that I really want to try too. Possum punch, I want to try that. Um, yeah, so there's a ton of recipes in here, and also, I wanted to do something more kid friendly than a lot of the other stuff that I have, been doing years of late, especially. For February, I did the gory bleeding heart cakes. And, not that kids can't get in on that or kids wouldn't enjoy it, but I think Scooby is pretty much universal. Adults, kids, and maybe even your pets like Scooby Doo. My pets will sit around, my dogs will sit around and watch Scooby Doo with me. So that's a little bit about the recipe and why I chose it this time. And I guess that's it for me for now. But let's get back to making Scooby and Shaggy's Colossal sandwich and Velma's Jinkies lemonade. Yum, yum, folks. Okay, gang. I am back. And if you're making this from scratch, you might want to let the lemon juice and the sugar and the water or sweetener and water cool a little bit longer than I did. But I'm strapped for time as usual. So I have went on. Let's add this to the haunted food cam to this setup here. And you can see that I have added my 2/3 cup of lemon juice to the sugar or sweetener and water mixture. Okay. And I've let it cool slightly. Again, if you're making this from scratch, please, before you drink it, make sure everything's pretty well cooled down. Now, you can also see that I've added ice and maraschino cherries to my glass. This is one of the McDonald's collector's cups that you could get a while back at McDonald's. So I thought, why not? I haven't used that glass for anything. So, um, so while I was away, what I did was once the sweetener or sugar dissolved, and keep in mind, folks, if you're using sweetener instead of sugar, it's going to dissolve faster. I found that out. Um, and then once that happens, you pour your 2/3 cup of lemon juice into the mixture, stir to combine, and let it cool. Okay. Even if you have to stick it in the refrigerator for a little bit. Um, Now, I did not add ice to my pitcher, but I added ice and cherries to my glass. And you want to make sure that you add any extra ice and cherries to your glass before you put the lemonade in there. Okay. Um, so ask an adult if you're a child and you're doing this or a kid and you need some help. Ask an adult to pour the lemon mixture over the ice in the pitcher if you're adding ice to your pitcher. And then we're going to add our orange juice right here. We're going to add it. Pour that in there, folks. Okay. Gives it a nice, pretty color. And then we're going to stir it to get it good and combine there. Okay. Combine everything. And it may not look like it makes a lot, but that is because I have this big ass picture. Oops, sorry. Shouldn't be saying that when we possibly got kids watching. But I've got this large picture, and it looks like a lot less than there actually is. But here, we got a little less than 2 quarts of lemonade, which should be plenty. Um, for the entire family to have a glass or two, right? All right. So, again, you want to place any extra ice and maraschino cherries if you're using these. You don't have to, but I love maraschino cherries, so I'm going to use them. And you want to put all of that in there before you pour yourself a glass of this, okay? Very slowly. You don't want to. All right. We didn't want to overflow our glass there. All right. So let me make myself the solo layout again. And you can see here is my glass of Velma's Jinkies lemonade, otherwise known as Lost My Glasses lemonade. And I like the peanuts game here, so not that it matters, but oh, that's good, folks. This is some of the, I kid you not, this is some of the best lemonade I've ever had. So I could see myself making this many, many times this summer. Um, it's very refreshing, has a good mixture of flavors, really good lemonade. And like I said, I'm sure that the sandwich is going to be absolutely delightful, folks. Um, but I don't want to make a mess, be dropping everything all over the place on camera. So trust me that this sandwich is going to be fantastic. So that is all for me for this edition of Movie Munchies. I hope you have enjoyed it. It's been a little bit shorter at 40 minutes total. And I want to thank everybody that checked this out. And there'll be another Movie Munchies coming in April. I don't know what I'm doing yet, but there will be another one coming in April. So there's a soup and jellos coming up. This is going to drop later today as soon as I get it all put together and get it ready to ship on out to you fine folks. And I want to thank everybody that has recently subscribed to the channel. I now have 901 subscribers. 99 more folks, and I will be to 1,000 and can be fully monetized. Again, I'm not one to beg for subscribers, but if you like the content that I'm putting out and you want to see me do even more cool content, just like the Movie Munchies, please, it costs you absolutely nothing to like videos and streams, to subscribe, to hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of the content I'm putting out. So all that stuff is free to do. It costs you absolutely nothing. So why not subscribe today if you haven't subscribed already? Hit that notification bell so you don't miss any streams or videos I do. And also be sure to like any and all videos and streams that you have enjoyed and share with your family and friends that you think that would like this content as well. And as always, I'm off like a dirty shirt. Even though I've been cooking, this shirt ain't dirty, but I'm off like one. And I want to remind everybody, as I always do before I get off of here for now, to be kind to one another and blaze that trail. Have a fantastic rest of your Sunday evening, folks. And let's kick off Monday right. Okay. And move ever closer to the weekend, because usually the weekends are fun, right? That's when we either do things that we've been putting off or we have fun, right? You know, we have barbecues and picnics and take the kids and grandkids somewhere, take your dogs somewhere, take them to the dog park or whatever. But whatever you do with the week coming up and the weekend, make sure to have fun, folks. And I'll see everybody next time.